Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Travel with Rick. I'm your host Rick Howard and want to welcome you again to our weekly video blog dedicated to my favorite place in the world, the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Sometimes Disneyland and Disney Cruise Line. Then again, you never know where we might be, right? We visit all kinds of places, and here we just talk about one of my favorite places, which again is the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Well, first off, I want to thank everyone who tuned into last week's episode, our first episode on the new site. I really appreciated all your great comments and all the warm welcomes back that you guys sent. So thanks again for watching this week, and thanks for watching last week. Last week we did our video on the Finding Nemo submarine voyage in Disneyland. Well, this week we've kind of got a follow-up to that. Yep, we're going to visit Nemo and Friends at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, which is another great ride, but it's a little bit different than the one out in California. This one isn't actually a submarine underwater ride like it is in California. This is actually part of the Living Seas Pavilion at Epcot, and here you ride in a clam-mobile actually through the attraction, and you get to see the Nemo videos and the things that are going on throughout the different ways that they do it at the attraction there. Sometimes it's on a screen, sometimes it's actually through parts of scenery and things like that, but it's just really a cool attraction. It's a steady loading attraction, so it loads a little faster and moves a little bit better than the one does in Disneyland possibly. Loads kind of like Spaceship Earth does at Epcot, where you have a constantly moving conveyor of clam-mobiles, and you just step onto the conveyor and step into your clam-mobile and move on through the attraction. Kind of like Haunted Mansion in the Magic Kingdom does. So it's really cool like that. The particular day that we rode it, the wait was about 5 minutes, and really the only wait was just really walking through the attraction was basically what happened, you know, what it was. So when you enter into the Living Seas Pavilion, or enter into the entrance for Nemo and Friends, is actually you walk through you know, what's really a kind of a nice queue. They have a lot of beach scenes, you know, with lifeguard stands and lookout stands and things like that. And then gradually as you move through the queue, you kind of go from above the beach or on the beach to an undersea thing, undersea kind of atmosphere, where you then you get to the queue where you actually get into your clam-mobile and go through the attraction. So it's kind of cool. It's a really nice queue, and I think you're going to enjoy this attraction. So come on, let's see this week's version of Travel with Rick, which is Nemo and Friends at Epcot in Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Come on, let's see the video.
Nemo? Oh no, not again! Nemo! Nemo!
I'm sure we'll see him any minute now. Oh, science is great, there's so much to know. Climb aboard, explorers, it's time to go. Don't worry, just keep your eyes open along the way.
Where?
That's why we're trying to find him.
Find who?
Oh. Nemo! Where are you, Nemo?
Who's Nemo?
He's my son. You know that.
I do.
We went on a huge adventure together. Don't remember it. Stop.
He's... Second 8-year-old pal Bruce. Don't worry, morsel, mate. Fish are friends, not food. Delicious friends. I wonder if the clownfish just put your foots out and go with the flow.
Right behind you, Dad! Come on, Nemo!
But everyone's looking for him. Kill the water, dude.
Hey, you know what I can do?
Righteous, offspring! Awesome!
We're ready to see Nemo! Yay! Nemo!
Come over, explorers.
It's Nemo! Look, Mr. Ray, here comes Nemo!
Oh, there you are, Nemo.
Yay! Nemo!
Come aboard, explorers.
Look, Mr. Ray, here comes I've never seen before. So many creatures swimming around the sea.
Right you are, explorers.
Watch this!
Awesome!
The big blue world.
Righteous!
With all our friends. I love friends. It's the big blue world.
It's a nice song, but they just never stop. I mean, never, never, ever, never, 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 ever, never, never, never stop.
That's why we explore. This will all be on the test. All right, explorers, class dismissed. Optical orbits up front and standing in the
Okay, so what did you think about Nemo and Friends? Really cool attraction, right? Yeah, it's really a nice attraction there. It's a really great way to spend your day while you're at Epcot at the Walt Disney World Resort and Florida. It's a great way to beat the heat. Nice little attraction there in the air conditioning. When you get off of the ride, you actually exit into the Living Seas Pavilion, where you can also go and see Turtle Talk with Crush, which is another attraction that we highly recommend at the Living Seas in Epcot. And you can also see some of the displays that they have there at the Living Seas Pavilion around, you know, with the divers and the manatees, and just the great aquarium basically that they have set up there with the fish and just all kinds of things there. Also, something I wanted to point out about the attraction that I should have at the beginning, I did not, I apologize, but near the end of the ride, what's kind of cool, when you transition out, you're actually seeing Nemo and his friends in the aquarium with the regular fish, the real fish, at the Living Seas, which is kind of cool. So that's part of the Disney magic there. They're actually able to bring Nemo and his friends into the large aquarium, the large tank there at the Living Seas, which is really, really cool. So just a nice thing there. All right, well, let's do our question of the week. QOTW for this week is, what's your favorite Epcot attraction? Is it World Showcase? Is it Future World? What is it and why? What's your favorite Epcot attraction and why? And for next week, I promise, no more Nemo. That kind of is going to do out our Nemo for a while, and no more dark rides, at least for next week anyway. I've got a coaster lined up for all you coaster fans. I'm one of those, so looking forward to sharing that with you next week. And I promise it's not a dark coaster. It's a coaster that's going to have, you're going to be able to see just fine. So stay tuned next week, and thanks for watching this week, and I hope to see you right back here next week watching a great coaster with me. So come on back and see Travel with Rick next week. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Have a great week. So long.